I promise I won't mention Chris McCandless's name. at least to Neff, who's not even here. Where do you look after wondering about a question for a while? I wondered about this question for at least 10 years. Where do the wild pigs go during the day? There are many of them here, hundreds. And how could they just vanish during the day and then return at night? Driving home from the LA airport, Lori and I drove past the Chamberlain hayfield at 2 a.m. in the morning on a full moon. There were so many wild pigs in the fields that they looked like herds of cows amongst hay bales waiting to be picked up. I've seen their trails, their hoof prints, and seen them walking in daylight, but where did they really live? Where was the piggery? That is a real word. One day last summer, Celeste and I rode with Nick Alexander's racehorses and two of his experienced riders. We rode into the bowl, then took a little canyon trail off that cuts off a big section of the road. On the back of the horse you can see more, and I looked up on the north-facing slope to fresh soil piled near the top. I went back a little later and I knew I had found it, the place where the wild pigs sleep during the day. A place as long as Stillman Hall, filled with dugouts, centered around a giant toyon with its roots exposed from years of excavation. There were no pigs that time, but I knew I'd be back on the right day when the wind would blow in the afternoon from the northwest. And because pigs can hear and smell very well, the wind would have to disguise my approach. In October on a Tuesday, there was one of those days. I had been listening to a funny book on tape, and I slowly made my way up Som Canyon, then towards the bowl. I lingered, listening to a good part of the book, where I would start walking down the little ridge to where the pigs might be. The wind was strong enough to make the oak trees move and make noise, but I tried to walk quietly. I peered over the lip of the ridge, and I saw them. Many pigs, sows and piglets. They sensed me there, but they couldn't see me. The sows' snouts searched the air. Then I backed away, glimpsing piglets the size of mini footballs, oak-colored and spotted. I walked away and home, profoundly affected by what I'd seen. I had to write it down. It came in the form of poetry, but I'd had two tunes banging around in my head for some time. The two tunes helped corral the words into a song, lyrics and a refrain. When I sing this, when I sing it, you can help me out with the refrain. The refrain goes, "They're looking at me, but they can't really see." And you can kind of shout it out, and it comes after 3 lines of lyrics, and I'll teach the song to you. This line has a double meaning. About this time I was getting hired as the farm manager at Deep Springs. And didn't they know I hadn't grown alfalfa? The thing I was being hired to do. Okay, so the chorus is a C-sharp 7 to an F-sharp minor, for those of you that are musicians, to a D. And it's kind of a classic R&B turnaround. And so the refrain goes, they're looking at me, but they can't really see. Okay, I didn't do that very well. But they can't really see. Okay, that's what you're supposed to say. They're looking at me, but they can't really see. Okay, and that's the F sharp minor. Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. Tannins and dust are what I smell walking down this old covered road. looking at me, but they can't really see. I found the North Piggery. They've been hiding in their toy on lair for years. Both colored and spotted, they know that I'm here. And their snouts search the air. Here it goes. They're looking at me, but they can't really see. I found the North Slope Piggery, quietly in the brush, with the wind in my face. I come slowly, looking over the edge, at the sows and the baby pig. They're looking at me, but they can't really see. I found the North Piggery. Look at the first verse. Tannins and dust, none I smell. Walking down this soap-colored road, looking for something I've never seen before. They're looking at me, but they can't really see. I found the North Piggery. Okay. So we could deconstruct this song further, but that is not really the point. The point is, we ask you at middle school to live your education, not to memorize and regurgitate it. Don't be afraid to look for answers where there are no immediate results. Prolong your sense of wonder.